Hey guys, it's Amy and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a little different of a video. I don't know if there's other YouTube videos on this. I kind of should have looked it up before I started, I guess. But I know like people write about blogs about this topic and there's a ton of websites and everything and people fight about this all the time. And this is basically like North versus South college life, and kind of like tips from a northerner going and moving down to the south, especially in college. So I've written down a ton of things that are different. My friend helped me, who lives down here and has lived down here all her life. So let me try and find my list real quick. I wrote it in my Lily Pulitzer agenda. So the first topic I have down is Southern hospitality, and Southern hospitality is a real thing. People down here are nice to you for absolutely no reason. Like, not no reason, but people are just, most of the time, I mean, there's always exceptions to every rule, but Southern hospitality is a real thing. People are so kind and genuinely nice. Like, one thing, people say yes ma'am and no sir to every single person I've been said yes ma'am to. Like, it's a real thing. Back where I'm from in the north, if you say yes ma'am to somebody, that's kind of offensive because you're implying that she's old. So being called ma'am in the north is not a good thing, but being called ma'am in the south is it's like expected of you. You know, it's just like, it's one of those things where you always say yes ma'am, no ma'am. Another is holding doors. While I'm down here, I never hold doors for myself. There is always somebody who holds a door, whether it's a gentleman or a woman. Every single person holds doors for you within like 10 or 30 feet of you walking. Everybody holds a door for you. And I have gotten into the habit of holding doors for everybody. I mean, not like at home I would just slam the door in your face, but it's more like, oh, you open it and then you hold it open for the next person, but you still go through it. Or, you know, if you see somebody back there, it's not like you're going to stand there and wait and hold it open, but people do. And people open the door and then let you go through first. You don't open the door and then, like, you know, just like, oh, thank you, you're holding it open even though I'm walking through it first. No, you hold the door open for the person behind you. And if you see somebody behind you, you always hold it open for them, no matter what. Another thing is, nothing is open on Sundays because of church. I'm not going to say everybody goes to church and everybody is religious, but a vast majority of people are religious, and most places are not open on Sundays, which I technically kind of like. Like, Target isn't even open on some Sundays because of the holidays. Like, Target wasn't even open on Easter, which up in the north I wouldn't be surprised if it was open on Easter. Nothing was open on Easter, which I personally love because I am religious. But yeah, nothing's open on Sundays. And the other funny thing is, no matter how much you party and drink on Saturday, you will see every single person at church on Sunday. You could be partying until 4 in the morning Saturday drunk, and you will go to church hungover or still drunk from the night before. It's just something that happens, whether it's 7 a.m., 9 a.m., 11, 12, whatever time your church holds, a lot of people go to church. One thing about college, which this isn't really a north or south, it's more like college, is partying starts on Thursdays. Most people do not have classes on Fridays, so the partying starts on Thursday and goes till Sunday morning when you're at church. And that's just, it's just a way of life. People party on Thursday night. Turn up starts at 5 p.m. on Thursday. Tailgating. Tailgating is definitely huge in the South, which I'm sure most of you have heard. It's kind of a thing in the United States where people party and pregame. Pregaming is huge for any events. So tailgating is a huge thing in the South. People bring their RVs and tents and full-blown grills and huge smokers to the stadium, and even not in the stadium, within like a 10-mile radius around the stadium, there's tailgating going on. And it goes on from like 9 that morning until even after the football game. So tailgating is a huge thing. That brings me to another thing, which is kind of in like a different topic, but girls do not, like, girls might wear t-shirts and shorts all week, but on game day, for football, Friday or Saturday night, you wear a dress and heels, period. You wear a dress and heels, a dress and cowgirl boots. You dress up for game day. A shirt and a skirt, a romper, you dress up for game day. You would not be caught dead in a t-shirt and shorts or a sweatshirt and jeans. Jeans and shorts, no. You're not going to see that at a football game in the South. Another thing is people in general just walk slower down here, which is sometimes annoying, sometimes not, but people in general are just not in a rush down here. They just aren't. Weather. Cold for Memphis. I am in Memphis, Tennessee, and it did snow actually. It snowed 3 inches, and that was the most snow they've had in over 28 years. But when I first moved down here, the first 2 weeks of school, it was like 110 degrees. And then when it got down to 80 degrees, myself included, people were in pants and sweatshirts when it was 80 degrees. But if you think about it, it's dropped 20 degrees, so it's cold. So moving on to the winter, the normal winter temperature is like 40 degrees, 40 to 50, and that's freezing. People wear their jackets, their hats, their gloves, their scarves, their boots, everything when it gets to be 40 degrees. And right now, since it's been spring, people still wear jackets and sweatshirts and pants when it's 70 degrees. Unless it gets past 70, people are not wearing shorts and pants, which if my parents came here and it was 50 or 60, they'd be wearing shorts. So another thing is snow days. So like I said, it only snowed once down here, and that was the most it snowed in 28 years. But it like sleets or like ices over sometimes. And I've gotten the most snow days this year that I have, I think, almost all my life. Or maybe I've gotten the same amount a few years ago. But I got 6 snow days this year for it only snowing once. And they just cancel school whenever it sleets and ices, and nobody's on the roads. And if you go to like Kroger or the local grocery store or Target, all like the milk, bread, and eggs is sold out. Like, it's crazy. I don't know, like, that's something I will never understand. Food. Sweet tea is, like, if you ask for tea, it's sweet tea. Unless you specifically ask for unsweetened tea, you get sweet tea. And sweet tea, there's a difference between sweet tea and sweetened tea. In the North, you have sweetened tea. McDonald's has sweet tea, but that's not the same as the South, but that's the closest you'll get to Southern sweet tea up in the North. And people look at me weird when I ask for unsweetened tea, but you're drinking straight sugar coming from a Northern girl. Biscuits are a everyday breakfast thing. You don't go anywhere without getting biscuits. Like, a biscuit is breakfast. Some chain restaurants are Nuke's, McAllister's, Chick-fil-A. We did just get one Chick-fil-A up north and like one Sonic up north, but that's very recent. They're more southern here. Kroger is the grocery store, and like there's Publix, but up north we have like Jewel, Osco. And then 2 local places that I have to throw in here are Gibson's, which is a famous donut place here in Memphis, Tennessee, and then Jerry's Snow Cones, which is a famous snow cone place in Memphis, Tennessee. They've both been seen on Food Network and Travel Channel, stuff like that. Next I'm going to go into like clothing and what the girls and guys wear down here. So monograms, everything is monogrammed, whether you're in a sorority or not. If you are a girl, everything is monogrammed, period. Colors, in the north, people like to wear black and white every day. This is a new thing. I really think it's because of like Kim Kardashian or something, but everybody just likes to wear all black or all white or like beige, like neutral colors. Down in the south, everybody wears the brightest colors they can find, and I love it. It's so fun. Some brands that are popular down here are Lily Pulitzer Agenda, Vineyard Vines, which is a favorite, Tory Burch, I love, Jack Rogers, I still need to get me a pair. What like college girls wear every single day is a Spirit jersey or an oversized t-shirt and Norts. An oversized t-shirt, like when people say large is the new small, they are exactly right. Memphis is divided by, the University of Memphis is divided by a train track, so there would be the train, but every girl wears oversized t-shirt and Norts. Like when I say large is the new small, large is the new small. Every single girl wears a large t-shirt and Norts. And I just bought my first pair of black Norts. I had a bright orange pair from cheer camp like a few years ago, and then I had a purple and green pair I bought at orientation. But I just bought my first black pair, and actually at the Run for Ronald yesterday I got a medium t-shirt instead of a small, so I'm turning into a southern girl, I guess. I have yet to wear my black Norts though. Dresses and heels to football, I already said, and xoxos. Xoxos are these really ugly sandals that everybody likes to wear. They are like hiking sandals, and everybody wears them like on a day-to-day basis, and I think they're the ugliest things ever, to be honest. Like when I first saw them, I was like, girls actually wear them? I'm looking up a picture right now, that's why I'm looking at my phone. And I mean, they're not like the ugliest thing ever, but they're just like, they're hiking shoes. And people wear them like every day. Like, what is this? Girls and guys wear them. And they have like different ones. They have like 1 or 2 strap, 2 strap, different colors. They have the ones that go in between your toe, not in between your toe, but they are like hiking sandals. Like they're these thick like hiking sandals. I don't know, they're not cute, but you know, girls are into wearing hobo-sized t-shirt so that you can't see your shorts. So, you know, I don't really know. There's a few things that I still don't understand. And then last but not least, I'm just going to throw in some southern sayings, some things that in the South they say differently. So y'all is a big one, and I refuse to say y'all because I'm not from the South. I'm not gonna like start talking with a southern accent and be like, oh hey y'all, like just because I live in the South now. Like, I'm not from the South. I feel like I don't have the right to say y'all. Bless your heart, which does not actually mean bless your heart. It really means like, I pity you, I feel bad for you, like, oh, at least you tried. Yeah, it's really not a good thing if somebody says bless your heart. A question I get asked a lot, these 2 questions I get asked a lot is, you ain't from here, huh? And why'd you move here? I get those questions all the time. The you ain't from here is very, very often when I ask for unsweetened tea, or I ask, oh, what's Kroger? Or I don't know. I get the you ain't from here. Or when people hear me talk, they're like, you ain't from here. you don't talk like you're from here. Like, exactly. They're like, oh, where are you from? Northwest suburbs of Chicago. Oh, I hear it in your voice. Oh yeah, I'm sure you do. And then why'd you move here? Which I personally love Memphis. A lot of Memphians look down on Memphis, but personally it's one of the best cities I've ever been to, and I've traveled to almost all 50 states. So another thing is a buggy. A shopping cart is a buggy. A stroller is a buggy. They're buggies. They're not shopping carts. They're not a cart. It's a buggy. A sweeper is a vacuum or broom. It's known as a sweeper. Bell peppers. This one confused me for the longest time, because like I would go to Subway, I would go anywhere, and I'm like, can I have the green pepper? And they would always give me green onion, and I was like, I want green pepper. But they're not called green peppers, they're called bell peppers. Whether they're green, red, or yellow, they're just bell peppers. A Coke. So if you say I want a Coke, it doesn't mean you're getting a Coke. People say Coke as in all soda, but I mean, like, it really matters if you drink Pepsi or sorry, not sorry. But yeah, if you say I want a Coke, that could mean Coke, Diet Coke, Dr. Pepper, Mountain Dew, I was gonna say Sprint, Sprite, Mellow Yellow, Mr. Pibb. Like, Coke means anything and everything. And fix, or like, can I get a fix-in, or like, can you fix me something? It's like food. Like, when people say fix, they're referring to food and not physically fix something. Like, if I say my window is broken, they're not going to say, oh, I'll fix it for you. Well, they might, but I'm just saying, like, fix is normally used when dealing with food. When I would just say, can I get a condiment? But they don't say condiments. They're like, oh, a fix-in. Like, if I'm like, oh, can I have onions to put on my sandwich? They'd be like, oh. Like, if you go to Subway, it says pick your fixings, not like pick your veggies or pick your sides. It says pick your fixings. So that's a southern thing. But that's pretty much all I have down. I've read a lot of blogs about this. I definitely have personal experience moving from the northwest suburbs of Chicago to the city of Memphis. I don't live downtown, but I do live in the city of Memphis. So yeah, these are just a few things to watch out for, the north versus the south. I don't really know like how to title this video. I mean, I guess I'll have figured it out by the time I put up this video, but I just feel like south versus north, like, I don't know, sounds like I'm talking about the Civil War or something, but I don't know. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye!